the sky stole the day. Lumina Bay swept away. Rumbling earth cracked the ground. Silent hearts, no sound. But we rise again from the shores of where we've been. Hold the light against the dark. In the ash we'll leave our mark. Streets were rivers, dreams were dust. Steel and stone bent by the gust. Hollow faces lost their names. Fire in the soul still remains. Oh, we rise again. Through the storm, through the pain. Brick by brick we'll stand so tall. Love rebuilds after the fall. Fishermen boats pulled from the deep. Memories awake, don't let them sleep. Every hand worn raw with pain. In unity we live again. And we rise again. Shattered lives will make amends. Lumina Bay, hear our song. Stronger now where we belong.
Whoops, my bad. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, we did some different music than the last time. We've been trying some new things. We are here back with Lumina Bay, another stream. Hello there, Mike Bigger Gaming, or I'm just gonna call you Mike. I'm sorry, I forgot about our last encounter. Mike, hello, how you doing? The city. This is a much happier stream than last week. Last week, where we picked up, the city was in complete ruin. The world took a turn for the worst. As you can see, there's a small wildfire out there, but there's nothing really I can do at the moment. The city was in complete ruin. As you can see, a stark contrast to this week. Over the last stream, we did 3 hours worth of work to rebuild the city. And as you can see, there are some missing skyscrapers, as there used to be bigger buildings here, but they were destroyed by the tsunami, and same thing over here. But we are rebuilding and repairing. The university is busy once again. Again, we are having football games again, and the world is doing better. Some things we've done off stream. Number one, there's a reason we did something off stream, and that was to try to fix the traffic problem that we had here. And we had determined that everybody trying to go to the games over here was just trying to pile up in this intersection and bog it down. So what we did, lag spike. What we did is we added a little lane filtered in, plus there's one underground that leads over here, and there's one underground that leads over here. So now there are multiple ways to get into the college and stuff like that. Today is going to be a good day. Why is it going to be a good day? We are going to do 2 major objectives today. Probably 3 if we have the time. It is 10 a.m. We don't have to do anything until the SAF stream at 4 p.m. my time. So, how that goes, we are going to finish out Aspen Hills. Aspen Hills has this giant forested area that we haven't done anything with yet. We're going to finish out Aspen Hills. On top of that, we are going to expand more housing into Hamilton Heights. But in order to do so, we're going to need to do something like this further down, or rework this so that way people can start using it. To get into Hamilton Heights, we can't do any more pressure this is overtaxed and needs to stay like that. Okay, we did add a disaster service area into the city. After the disaster, I invested heavily in the amount of disaster services that I have. I can currently hold 40,000 survivors in these 4 buried emergency shelters. Plus, there is an assortment of many different helicopters, vehicles, and repair, disaster response stuff. I say weapons. Stuff to use to respond to disasters. On top of that, we have also expanded off-stream based on what my buddy Chris was telling me to expand on. He is a city engineer. The ferry system. A ferry system that leads from over here back to over here and way over here to our existing ferries. We have created, it's been quite a while since our last stream. You can see a small house caught on fire, which then caught the wards on fire. The IT cluster has been pretty much 100% rebuilt. The Aspen Hills downtown core has 100% rebuilt, and Orchard Park has 100% rebuilt, as well as Kent Square. We are doing fantastic in the stream-wise, in the city-wise, but here's our next issue. Traffic. I don't think there's literally anything we can do here on this traffic, except for... Damn, that's wild. So, Mike, welcome to the stream there, buddy. We are here playing our episode 13 of our, which is week 13, or I'm sorry, episode 13, week 13 of our Lumina Bay stream, which is basically a stream that we have gone 13 weeks in creating a ginormous city and doing everything we can. We're starting to notice some issues here, but what is y'all's problem? Who is causing the backup? Why are you guys backing up like this? Why? Why are you guys backing up like this? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Alright, why are you guys backing up like this? Let's see. Well, you are causing a major problem. You're backing up a lot, so I need to figure that out. It may be time to do another exit right there, but seems to have balanced out now. Okay. We'll let it go. Alright. Understood, yeah. Well, fantastic. I appreciate you joining in there, Mike. Sorry about that. What's new and exciting? Well, let me do this real fast, too. Let me lower my voice because that was pretty loud. I was in the red there for a minute. I apologize on that. Hello, Jay. Welcome to the stream. We are doing episode 13 of our Lumina Bay. Mike, what's new and exciting with me? Pretty much nothing, really, except this. We are finally getting back to rebuilding the city that we have, and we're doing really good for it. So, we are currently doing our Lumina Bay stream, Jay, so that's how this goes. All right. Let's see. What can we do here? First things first, this is the... let's get out of this view. And it's still a 4. We need more students. In order to get more students, we got to get more people. So, let's expand Aspen Hills. So, we're going to expand Aspen Hills a little bit. We got a lot of forest here. We got a lot of forest here. We got a lot of forest here. We want to do something like we have... oh, and speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, the Orchard Park commercial area lives once again. When it was completely submerged underwater, all of these buildings were completely destroyed. Taco Bell has rebuilt, Burger King is rebuilt, McDonald's is rebuilt, Panda Express, KFC, Wendy's, Arby's, Dunkin' Donuts, Denny's, and a Little Caesars. All have rebuilt and are, as you can see, very popular. Walmart also rebuilt and is, again, very popular. And, yeah, we're going to take this area, and then Love's has always been popular. Love's has just always been popular. We are going to take this area, and we're going to try to mimic it as much as possible over here, so that Aspen Hills doesn't have to go all the way over here to go to Walmart. If that makes any sense. The traffic problem seems to have alleviated, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and do something. And this is something I've noticed in this, in doing the just kind of the upkeep of, in the weekdays, trying to make sure that I get all the traffic problems solved for the stream. We're going to look at something, and this is something that's going to happen as soon as possible, is healthcare. So, as you can see, we're really dry on healthcare. We have a medical lab, right, over here. It only does 25 patients, and the closest medical center is here in Aspen Hills. So what we've done is we've renamed Aspen Hills Medical Center to Aspen Hills Medical Center South. So right now we are looking south out into the ocean, right? Or, south out into the ocean, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have an Aspen Hills Medical Center North, which is going to be right in here, right in this general area. We're going to do it right here. That way, all these houses have a medical center, a proper medical center. Okay? We have also, again, upgraded, and as you can see, the ferry is very popular over here. There are tons of people servicing the ferry right now. And cars pile up in the parking lots where we want them to. All of our parking lots have been turned on again. We turned all of our parking lots off back in the day, or back last stream, because we couldn't afford it. Now we are currently gaining about $7,000 weekly, $9 million currently set. We are at 58,000 population, and right now we are going to... we want to buff up the number a little before we put a medical center in those. So we need a commercial district. But we need something popular. Something that draws the tourists. We want tourism. That's what we want, is we want tourism. So where are we going to put tourism? Well, but we're trying to maintain... oh, of course. No problems. I know people have got stuff to do. It's a Friday and everything else. It's early morning on a Friday even. There's a lot of people at work. We need tourism. So where are we going to put tourism that kind of maintains the ability to make sure that we have good traffic? Well, we don't want to clutter up Aspen Hills with a lot of traffic because, let's be honest, there is already a lot of traffic with Aspen Hills Boulevard. Just a lot of traffic in general, right? But we are going to need to do a sorry. We are going to need to do a tourism area, which we'll do right in here. So let's go ahead and read the tourism specialization. No, that's leisure. Tourism. Dedicates commercial zones to serving tourists by providing hotels, restaurants, and other activities. So, we're going to make a tourist attraction right in here. We want something touristy, something that'll gain a tourist over. Statue of Shopping, Lazarette Plaza, Statue of Wealth. No, we want tourism. Something that says, come to my city. No, we're gaining students. Good job. Something that says, come to my city, come view the city. You are wanted here. A modern art museum. We'll do something else. An expo center. There we go. The expo center. Academic library. I think we're going to do the expo center. We're going to have an expo center and some hotels. For trade shows, like comic conventions, stuff like that. So, let's do a quick convention center road here. We're going to want to turn this area into a convention area. We're going to want to draw more money into the city, so that way we can invest more money into building a hospital. So, what are we going to do? Well, we need to go ahead and grab our roads. It is dark. It's okay. We are going to grab the minor 2-lane. We're not going to go for a big one like this one. We're going to go for the minor one. There we go. Minor 2-lane. Now, where are we going to put it? Well, let's go and make sure that our road grid lines are turned on. And I think I'm going to put it right here. And we're going to just kind of shape it like that. There we go. Stop. Pause. For now, we're going to go ahead and make this a giveaway. We will put a light here once we are ready. Right? Let's go ahead and also extend the intersection a bit, make it a little bit bigger. There's a reason behind our madness. Hello, Mata. Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. I'm glad you can make it. We're going to put one more road right about over here. And then we're going to just kind of angle it back in on itself. So now, we've got a center that we can use to an area that we can use for tourism. So, let's go here again. We're going to do this real quick. Make sure everything is straightened. And we're going to just extend the intersection out a bit so that way everybody has... I'm doing good. We are filming our next episode of Lumina Bay stream series. So, the Expo Center. One thing every Expo Center is going to need. Well, first off, we'll go ahead and draw a district. So, we're going to want to draw the small one. We're going to want to just come here, right? We're going to work on and just remove here. Just remove this piece and follow this road all the way down. Follow this road and then just come over here. And we're going to want to keep the edge because this is still Aspen Hills. You're still within Aspen Hills. We're just, oops. There we go. Let's just follow along with there. Oops. Nope. Fuck. Every time. All right, there we go. Now, this is definitely not Kent Square. Kent Square is over here. This is Aspen Hills Tourism District. There we go. We're gonna have a tourism district in Aspen Hills. All right, so let's go ahead and make one more. And we're gonna leave that highway. We're gonna leave that. There's a reason we're gonna leave that. We don't want to slam this intersection full of items. Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and deforest. So we'll go ahead and just deforest all around this so we can see what we're building here. We'll add in more forest once we'll add in the forest again once we have kind of a rough overlook. Now what we're going to do, we're going to just grab this. We're going to ensure that this area is flat. We want this entire area 100% flat, so that way we have what we need, and we do have what we need, albeit a little steep on the road here. Nothing we can't solve with the Move It mod. But check that out. Aspen Hills now has a tourism district. So we're going to do a little grid formation. And we're going to do this with bike lanes. Because we want people to we want to encourage biking. Let's find the bike lane roads. Nope. Am I missing them? Grass. Wide. There it is. We're going to do this with bike lanes. Why? This is the tourism district. It's going to have a lot of traffic. It's going to have a lot of traffic. So, the one way you stop having issues with like traffic that looks cluttered is simply by removing the ability to park on the roads. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to take a fence, and we're going to take a suburban fence. We're going to use the freeform tool. We're going to turn off road guidelines. And we're just going to freeform this entire fence down the road. Why am I doing that? Well, see what it's doing? It's removing the ability for people to build on that side of the highway. We don't want people to build on that side of the highway. We don't. Why do we not want people to build on that side of the highway? Because we're going to do all the building in the tourism district. It frees up traffic to move as smoothly as humanly possible. So that is one way to do it. Now, we're going to go ahead and extend this road out here a little bit. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Now, why am I doing that? Because now it's updated with all of the new grids. So now, let's go back to this. Earlier there was only 2 here, now there's 4. That's why you update your roads after you remove side street. Okay. We're going to go ahead and give this district the tourism specialization. First thing we're going to want here is, let's check and see where one is. We have a enforcer here. We're going to want a small fire station. Nothing too fancy, nothing too big. We have a big one in the district. So we'll go ahead and we'll just drop this 2-bay. You know what? No, we'll wait. We'll wait. We're going to wait to see what we can't find with the next district. There we go. Now, cool. We have our gridded roads here, And we still have room to build the Grand Expo. We have an expo. We're going to build the Expo Center. We're going to build. And we will probably put like an observation needle or something in the smaller categories in here as well. We want tourists to come to the city. The Grand Mall, maybe. We want tourists to come to the city. We do have Dollar General too, but I'm not doing Dollar General. Not here. Dollar General will go into regular town. What is this? Colossal Order, Official Park, Courthouse, Posh Mall, Disaster Memorial. I have to experience all the disasters, which is what we want. We're going to do one for the tsunami. Climate Research, Clock Tower. What else do we need in here? Grand Library, an Opera House. Yeah, okay, so we'll do, in this one, we'll do the Expo Center and an Opera House. Okay. So, we want parking, right? So let's do parking real fast. Let's go ahead and set up parking because we're going to need it. We're going to need parking. We are definitely going to need parking in areas because there's 100% going to need to be a need for parking. Just because this is a tourism area. A lot of people are going to come in here. So we have parking. We'll do some... in each building we'll have its own little parking, but we'll have public parking lots. Let's go ahead and set low density residential or commercial in here. And we'll go ahead and do this one. And we'll do that as far as to there, and then we'll do this as far as to there. We'll actually do that one. Alright. Now, we've got our good little commercial district that should eat away at our commercial high demand. Right? Now, we are going to have a big district here. Or a big, shall we say, not district, but more like... There we go. Now we have the ability to turn here and everything will be okay. Now let's do the wide sidewalks. We don't want parking throughout this, right? We do not want parking throughout this entire situation. Let's go ahead and here, right there. Boom. All the way around. So first things first, we'll drop one. Right? And then we'll measure. And then we'll drop another one. And we'll measure. And we'll close. And there we go. Now we're going to have big parking lots for the Expo Center and the Opera House. So let's do that on this side. So move over one. Drop one. Measure. Measure. There we go. There we go. What do we have there? Well, we need a lot. Cool. Check that out. Now, we have a parking center. Let's go ahead and build our Opera House. Well, that's pretty big. That's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. We may actually need to go ahead and not build the Opera House here. Ooh. That's pretty big. Alright, hold up. much bigger than I had originally anticipated. So that is fine. We will have the convention center flanked on all sides by road. And now see what we've got going on here. We've got some 2 spaces. So, parking. Parking. We can also put some taxi services in there, and we have more parking to spare. Now let's see if we can add the Opry House. Or Opera House. Opry. Did I just say Opry? Oh my gosh. Oh, no. We're still not going to be able to add the Opera House. Oof. Oh, rip. That's unfortunate. I'll have to do that somewhere else. Let's find something new. Now, the observatory I'm going to put on a big hill. I'm going to actually do something special for the observatory. Let's find... Can we do a mall of moderation? No. Ooh! Ooh, we have shopping malls. Right? Oh, shit. No! Thank you. Thanks for that. I didn't want to do that. Okay. We have shopping malls. High-tech... Bridges, mid-century modern shopping malls. We have shopping mall stuff. I should have to find it first. Oh, that's why we're not in the right one. Shopping malls. Open air mall, large grocery store, medium grocery store. Mall of Marvels. Oh my goodness. That's insane. That's a big-ass mall. Shopping plaza, traditional department store. Let's see how big the open-air mall is. Still pretty big. What about that one? Yeah, still pretty big. That one? What is this? Contemporary department store. No, we want tourism, though. Sports venues, maybe. You know what? Where are they? Is it Art Deco? No. There it is. Festival site. Festival area at a music club. Hell yeah. We need to have we have a university. Oh. Media broadcast building. Convex. Okay, so we're going to add a festival site, which we can't do here. What the hell? What the hell, dude? That's wild. What the hell, man? Alright. Downsize the parking yet again. Because we want to do the festival site here, right? So let's go here. Make sure we have a festival site. Check that out. It's like a little kind of concert arena thing, right? But we kind of need to move this. We need to move it a little bit. There we go. Why do we... Well, no, we need to move it again. Because we're going to surround it. Surround it with a road. Why are we surrounding it with a road? You guys are asking. Nobody's really asking that. I'm just trying to be. We don't want this to be dirt. We want this to be concrete. Right? Concrete is better than dirt. And we don't have to do that. We can just do this. Look at that. Now, cool. Let's go ahead and fix the slight little lapses we've got. All right. Now we have an expo center and a festival area, right? We do have a taxi service, but let's make another one. And I'm going to do a taxi right, like, in here somewhere. There's a reason. Let's do the taxi, like, right over here. Further back. Oh no, that looks horrible. We want the taxi in the IT cluster because that would make sense. Nope, not going to fit there. We'll do the taxi service right there. That way taxis can run and be happy, right? We want taxis. Why do we want taxis? Well, taxis work twofold. They do well in areas, and they allow people to have the ability to transport without having to take a car that is theirs, right? So now we have the Expo Center for offers entertainments to citizens and tourists. We are able to hold our first Comic-Con whenever we want, I guess. Anyway, let's again do more parking because we sacrificed parking earlier. We don't want to do that. So let's go here real fast. We messed up the. There we go. We messed up the road a little bit, or the fence a little bit. There we are. Now we have the fence there again. Perfect. Now, we've got our festival area. We've got our Grand Expo. We still need parking. And I think that will be enough parking. 2 big parking lots, 2 small big parking lots, and I can actually line it with single parking lots on this side. Yeah, that would be cool. Interesting. Let's get this area watered. Let's get this area with some water and let it build. Ooh, no. Okay. Now we have water. But, well, we don't have water here yet. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot to actually connect it. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add in that. And everybody needs power, right? Well, that's easy to do for right now. That we'll just put a suburban pylon right there, and we'll just connect it up over there. And look at that! All the hotels and restaurants are building in and becoming a thing. We got restaurants. We got a little Club 801 here. We got some restaurants, some hotels. Hotels that have restaurants. Oh, lordy. Welcome to the tourism area. Now, we want... We want to put some... So we're going to stop. We're going to pause. We want to put some fire services in here. We want to make sure we have a great amount of fire service in this area. Because it's going to be a very busy area. So let's do an engine or bay company right there. Right? And that should work. We have 1 fire truck. I'm sorry, you'll get 2 fire trucks out of this. So we'll do a quint. Right? That should service this entire area. And you'll have the reinforcements from this fire station over here. Plus, there will be one somewhere in either probably over here. There's going to be another one. Trust me, we'll have good fire services. Now, we're going to want to do a decent police presence over here. Just because this is a tourism area. This is going to be an area where a lot of people are going to want police. So, let's do a deluxe. Let's do a deluxe police station. And we'll do that right here. Do that right here. We'll do a deluxe, and we'll do a charger. We'll do a charger. Cool. Now, at every chance we can, more parking, right? Parking is the key, especially, like, to happy people. So, that is how that works. Now, we don't have any other issues. We have a police station over here. We have a fire station over here. And we'll have a hospital over here in a little while. We're going to let this play. And we're going to let this go. Now, here's the problem we're going to need to run into. We got to solve this problem. So, well, sorry about the barking, everybody. I'm very sorry about the barking. Alright, let's do that, where we have a turn lane there. We'll extend this out a bit, because this is going to be a very busy turn lane. There we go. Again, I'm so sorry about the barking, guys. Alright, give me a second. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Barking at nothing. Barking at a squirrel. That's what the dog was barking at. A squirrel. Alright, so we want to turn there. Turn there, right? We want somebody to turn there. And to turn in there. So we have 2 lanes to go and 2 lanes to go straight, just like we always have done it. 1 lane to turn that way. 1 lane to turn that way. Check that out. That's how we're going to do it. We need to do that over here too. We're going to need to do that in this area as well. And this is going to be a shorter little lane, as this one is going to come in closer to the interstate, so people are going to choose to come this way. But the ones that live here, they'll choose to go that way. Unfortunately, Jaden, the dog, she's old. She's an old dog, and we've actually had problems with her before, where she went and got her hands on a squirrel, and got sick because of it. So, double solid, offset, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now, we're going to quit this, right? So now look, we've got our line there. Let's go back, click this again so that it resets. Make that pavement so that way it can be there. Make that pavement. There we go. And then we'll just do the exact same thing here. Oh, it looks good. Pretty decent. Decent. It could be a little better, but pretty decent in my opinion. Now, go here. Make sure everybody goes that way, and everybody has the way. Ooh, yeah. No, wait. Yeah. Everybody goes the way they want to go in that intersection, and they'll be fine, right? So we'll come here. Now, we'll do the exact same thing we did. Turn. Turn. Oops, wait a minute. There we go. The exact same thing we did here, so we'll just Control S. Alright, and then turn lane, and turn lane, and then a straight lane, and a straight lane. Alright. And now we are going to get a little bit better. Let's go ahead and do this. Boop, boop. We don't want people crossing these intersections because people that cross main highways tend to get hit, and we don't like that. We'll do a walking path. We'll make sure we get a walking path secured. So first things first, we've got this giveaway here. Not anymore. We have a time traffic light there, right? We've got this one here. Right? Let's do this again. Reset the node. Time traffic light. Boom. So now we have time traffic lights through here. But we need to fix this a little. It's a little bit steep. Just a tad bit. It's not so steep anymore. And to even the odds here, we'll make it that. Make sure it's a slope, and it is, so it's good. Not as steep. Better for people driving, better for fuel economy. Happier folks. Alright. Let's do that. Now, as the Aspen Hills district becomes much better in the situation. Wow, people are just flowing into this area. Look at this. We want to go ahead and make this a giveaway. And what we'll do is we'll actually look at this street, right? That street to that street. We'll give it high priority. All right. One of the things we're going to have to do here, guys, is we'll have to go into the 2-lane. And we'll have to get a 3-lane here because I can already see this will become a problem. There we go. And I already see that as becoming a huge problem. Okay. So we'll do it on both ends. What are you doing? Why? No. No, 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 no. No. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Alright. Let's do this instead. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So, we have a node here that we don't really want to be... Alright. Alright, now, we've got a little bit of a path here, so we're going to want to go there with 2, right? There with 2, there with that one, there with this one, right? Straight, 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 straight. So now we've got multiple ways to get out of the building, and this is all one, right? We'll go ahead and give this a timed traffic light, and that'll be fine. Let's do this while we're at it, because this looks horrible. Straighten the interior, and check that out. Just like that, ton of traffic is running through this area. A ton of traffic. Tourism district is taking off, right? Let's see how many people have visited. 32 already. People are visiting this thing like crazy. We got Nestor. We'll do some policies. ad campaign. Yep, we'll attract customers. Premium studio. Yeah, we'll attract more. Well, now we're losing money, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. We'll open up the security budget too, because security is tight. Alright, check that out. Now, we're going to have a lot of people. Well, we need to go ahead and do this, because I already foresee this is going to be an issue. Give way, give way, give way, give way. Oops, give way. We'll make sure everybody gives way on that road too. So everybody just moves at a neating pace. At a neat, orderly pace. Alright. And just like that, we have completely done what we can for a small little tourism district in Aspen Hills. We are going to expand out, probably next episode, over here. And we're going to build a giant downtown. We're going to pump up the numbers on the amount of people that we're going to be bringing into the city. Alright. We have done that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to come back through. And we are going to drop trees. This is Aspen Hills, as it is, right? Aspen Hills is tree-filled. Make sure we have trees refilling the areas. This is still Aspen Hills, and we still want to have trees. There we go. Looking better now, because now we have trees. Looking neat. I feel like we can make this a little bit better. Let's get rid of these 3 trees in the concrete. No, we don't need trees in the concrete. I feel like we can make this a little bit better. Let's go ahead and pause on the daylight. Let's go here. Let's go here. Grab some hot... Oops. Ooh, I need small vegetation. There we go. No? No, nothing small? Nothing small. Let's go to props. Maybe we got some decent props that we can use. Let's go to that. No, let's go to this. Nope. Go to props. Oh, let's go here. Let's go to props. Yeah, nothing we... Oh, no, we want the park, I think. I think it's park props. There they are. We found them. Okay, much better. Muy better, because we can do some little, decoration here, so let's grab that. Right? Place that right there. Place another one. We'll place another one. Place another one. Place another one. And then we'll do one right there. Right? So now let's go back over here. Let's get some tree. So let's get a single tree. Right? Tree. 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 And tree. This is our expo center, after all. People are going to come here for conventions and stuff. So we want flowers. Where might the flowers be? Well, let's see where my flowers might be. Flowers! Here we go. So now we've got like a little kind of, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty decent from the front. People can come in and see what we got. Over here, let's just keep doing what we had done here. And that's just what we did on the other side. grab a tree. Angle it down. Tree. 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 You want a big tree. Big tree. There we go. Let's get some rhododendrons. Some flowers. There we go. Put some flower bushes. And there we are. So now we're looking pretty good. And that's, you know, that's what I want to do. I don't want to make it just look like a city. Just say, oh, yeah, there you go. You know, I want to make sure that this is this looks good, right? So that's what, like we did over here in Orchard Park. See what we did with the interior there? We gave it a little statue, a couple of little flower beds over here. Same thing with the with this over here. We made that look good. That's what we want to do. Go back into the tourism area, right? So there we go. We have this area. Now a little expo center, place for people to go, people to build or to you know, have some fun. Nothing too good or nothing too big, but you know, nothing too small either. You know? All right. Now, we may want some other stuff in here, but for now, I think that works perfectly fine. All right, let's start building our Walmart and stuff like that over here. We're going to add some high-density housing over in this area. Gosh, I hate summertime. Now, this is going to be interesting because... Let's go to road grid lines. We're going to have some high-density houses. Just some high-density, like, housing complexes. Like... Right? We'll have some branching off streets, so that way we don't have to clutter up the... we were going to put a hospital here, but I don't know. I may do the hospital here. Either that or I'll do it over here. That actually might be a little... I don't know. We'll think about it. We're going to do some just high residential area where we want people to come and just build their homes. Right, they're apartments. They're the apartment complexes. Let's, real quick, real fast, give me the tool to do that. All right. Need freeform. Turn off road grid lines. There we go. See, now we're going to have some more kind of bigger plots. Plots that people are going to be able to use to their advantage. Right? Booyah. Alright, now let's take this. Let's go ahead and get the straight draw tool. Let's go ahead and do that. Do this. Just blanket in housing right here, right? Like high-density houses, stuff that people can come and live. Like apartments. This is Aspen Hills, after all, so we want to make sure we have the people. Let's make sure it's got water. And these people are going to live right on the river. Right on the Aspen Hills River. Once we get the map boost here, once we get the map over here, we'll then be able to expand the river and make it look a little better. But till then, kind of stuck to the way it looks now. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. All right, we got the tourism district going, and what we're going to do is we will go ahead and play it, let it go through, because now we have all of the traffic and such taken care of, and we're just going to let this play out. We're going to see who wants to move into the city now that the city has become better. And look, we're getting our first buildings over here along the area, and again, yeah, that's, I could understand why you don't want, you know, why you're a little upset. I can understand why you're a little upset. You don't have power. Power is key. Power is good. Power is what you need, especially in Alabama where it's hot as balls. And as apartments start filling up in this area, so too will... What in the hell? Okay, interesting, interesting. What are you guys doing? That's why. Pick your lane, people. Pick your lanes. And now suddenly we are going to run in. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Now, we are starting to kind of run the traffic down a little bit through here, which is good. It's going to be a little tough to get... people are moving in, so that's going to be bigger, you know. That's why we have traffic issues. Nestor's playing. Pretty good. Got some traffic issues, though. Some traffical problems. Where are... Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, you guys all want to go out one way, right? And everybody's going to try to go... Interesting. 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 Okay. Problem number one. We are starting to see a huge spike in the traffic down here at Aspen Hills Tourism District. People trying to get to the concerts. And a lot of people are trying to get to the concert. Which is crazy to think. Man, this is gonna take a while. This truck's causing all the issues. Dude, go away. You're causing problems. We will actually go ahead and do this. We'll take this traffic light out. We'll stop it. Remove the timed traffic light. We will literally just put a regular traffic light here. Nothing timed. It does. The city looks... Are you just talking about the city, Jaden? Or are you talking about the tourism district? Oh, both. So yeah, the city looks decent, very decent at night. Again, like I said, I'm trying to go for aesthetical looks and regular looks. So, you know, it everything has its own like little light patterns, and you just gotta make it look the best, you know. Oh, this is going to be the death of me. This is going to be the death of me. Okay, first problem I'm noticing. There we go. People are parking on these roads. We don't want parking on the main road. No. No parking. No parking. No parking on the main highway. I don't know why it got... Oh, the damn tsunami came through this area. That's why. I had no parking set on this highway. The tsunami came through. That was what happened. Tsunami came through and knocked it all together. Alright, so no parking on that highway first off. That had to be fixed. So that got fixed, right? So now... Why is everyone driving through here to go... I'm going to just take a quick peek. Let's just say, let's use this street, Moore Street. Grab its traffic. No, everybody's actually not going into the tourism district. Where is everybody going to in this route here? They're just all going home. Everybody's just going home or driving in and out of the city. It's just, man, that's crazy. Let's do something wild. Let's do something wild. Let's attempt something. Let's make an attempt here. Where can we put this? Where can we put this? Away from the main intersection. Has to be away from here. Has to be away from here. Let's do it over here. Do something. It might work. It might not. It may work. It may not work. So let's attempt this. Alright, so first thing I'm going to try to do to solve this. Let's grab this road here, right? Let's do that. We'll do that here as well. No trash, no truck. Right? No trash, no truck. There's a reason behind that. The reason behind what we're doing. No truck, no trash. Trash trucks and regular trucks are two very interesting trucks. We'll make it all the way up to this intersection here. No trash, no truck. That way trucks can still... You see, there's a lot of cars, right? But also a lot of trucks. So we're going to try to do some something. And we're going to attempt it. And if it fails, it fails. That's it's just how it's going to have to be, unfortunately. If it fails, it fails. a little truck route. We're going to add a little truck route across this whole little area here. Underneath the IT cluster. Alright, up underneath the IT cluster. Now, we're going to need to go back around. So let's go around. Like so. Hit road grid line. And like so. Boom. Now check this out. All the trucks are going to have the way to get in there. And we'll go ahead and upgrade this road to a 2-lane for a reason. Let's do this. We'll do this. We'll do this as well. And actually, yeah, we need to do this as well. Where is it? It's going to be the 2-lane and the 3. Or it's the 1-lane and the 3. Where is she? Where is she? Hear ye, hear ye. Where did you go? There it is. Hear ye, hear ye. There you go. There you are. Let's go ahead and move this a little. There we go. Now, we'll go ahead and keep this up like this. So, turning lane, straight. Right, straight, straight. Control S. Here we go. Now, let's also make it to where that happens. Now, let's see just how much trucks remove themselves from the situation. Let's do this. Hit this button. Re-enable this button. Get rid of all the stuck dummies. Alright. No trucks are going to go this way, so you just want everybody going straight, right? Ah, okay, I apologize. Yeah, damn. Mike, yeah, that would be why I wouldn't be talking. Thank you. Yeah. So we're going to have the little truck route, right? We want this to go down to speeds of about, let's say, 45. 45. And there we go. Got some 45-mile-an-hour speeds. Let's increase this mile an hour to 45. This is a more major resident. It's like a more major street. Increase the speeds across the board to 45. 25 will be fine across the entire city. Airscape. And let's do this. Now, we should see trucks and trash start moving through the truck lane. And they are. And they are. They are doing that precisely. Straighten everything out. We'll make this a traffic light. And just like that, the world has all but solved itself. And as you can see, the trucks and trucks are just going to go the way they need to go to get out here. Any commercial vehicle is going to go down, and regular cars can go down this too. Genuinely, regular cars can go down this too, but it's a truck lane. This is all for trucks. It's going to end up right here. It ends up right here. So people are just going to go out the way they need to, and it'll be fine, right? We forgot to do one major little thing. There we go. And now look at it. This intersection works wonders. The trucks go their certain directions. And we're doing pretty good. And we are suddenly solving the traffic issue a little bit. Just a little. Nothing fancy. Still going to be a heavy traffic set here. Let's make sure this is done as well. There you go. Everybody can proceed through the way you need to. I want you fools to choose your lane at the intersection. That's why you do this. All right. Somebody here got a little abandoned for some reason. That's why. That's why somebody abandoned their life. Do a corner van just in case. Alright, and that should start working. Leave that building because it's abandoned. And we should start seeing a decent amount of cars going to and forth into... Ooh, this does need to be a time traffic light. This, in fact, does absolutely need to be a timed traffic light. Because... yeah... Commercial vehicles galore, man. Commercial vehicles galore. And it looks like we solved the traffic issue with that little tiny piece that we did here. It was the commercial trucks all banging up into this area that was definitely a problem. Again, parking has been somehow allowed here in the... Actually, no, parking's allowed in that area. It's just you guys can't park around the... Gotta park in the parking structure. What's the point of spending $100 grand on a parking structure when you guys don't fucking use it? Okay. Uh-oh. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, man. You're causing a problem. You're causing a problem. There you go. And as these buildings proceed to get bigger, so too will they, like, you got casinos, and so too will the amount of people that travel into here. And on top of that, the expo center is booming. And I love it. The expo center is booming, and I love it. I do. Love it. It's amazing. All right. I think we're doing pretty good on this front of the tourism district. We are going to now... we got some housing here. We'll leave these forest just because this is Aspen Hills and it is supposed to be that way. We want to do some sort of Walmart here. Ooh, what? Ooh, we've got a fire going on here, a big one. So big that they've called helicopters in for it. There we go. All right. We are doing really good now. Like, the traffic is starting to finagle itself. I mean, yes, we're running a little bit more traffic than usual, but, we should probably just get rid of this giveaway. It seems like it's causing more issues than it actually is solving. What's the problem here, people? What are you guys doing? And I keep looking away from this area thinking I've solved the traffic issue, and I haven't solved the traffic issue. The AI in this game sometimes makes my brain hurt. AI stupidity in this game makes my brain hurt. Why? Why are you guys... I need to go into the AI. I have an AI thing that supposedly makes... No, that's optimizing. TMMP. Here it is. Gameplay. Vehicle behavior. Dynamic lane selection 100%. More realistic AI parking. Prevent unnecessary transfers. Policies. Vehicles may enter blocked intersections. No. May turn at red lights. May apply to left and right turns between. No. Vehicles going straight. May change lanes at junctions. Yeah, evacuation buses will absolutely be able to ignore traffic rules. Lord Jesus. There's just nothing that I can do controlling the AI wise. They literally just do what they want. I'm gonna search up on Steam. Maybe there is a mod out there that optimizes AI driving skills, but it's causing a major issue here in the tourism district. AI driving skill is like these guys are going in here, doing a circle, coming out, doing another circle, coming out, and then coming back that way. Like no. Like if I click, let's just look at the traffic routes. Everybody's coming in here doing a circle. They're like, bruh, why? Why are you doing that? Like, why? Let's. Okay, right. So this way leads there, right? Oh. Oh, I see. Interesting. Interesting. I see where I may have messed up there. I may have messed up on something slightly. Let's see if that fixed that problem. I may have. Oh, I hear rock music. Nestor! Nestor's playing! She's just gonna walk into the stage. Okay. Oh man, but hey, Nestor's playing. Look at there. Anyway, let's see if the traffic has been fixed from that problem, and it has. And that was the problem. There was one little note here that was messed up, to where it was forcing everybody to go in here and do loops. I see. Okay, it was forcing everybody to go in there and do loops. Let's add have traffic light there. Time traffic lights are so much better because it just unclutters. It unclutters things. Alright, sorry about that, guys. And we are now... What are you guys doing here? People are doing loops again. See how people are doing loops? Why are people doing loops, is the question. You are allowed to change at every given spot. You're allowed to change at the junction. But you guys don't, you guys all want to just do loops. Why? Why are you wanting to do loops? Why are you wanting to do loops? Why are you doing loops? Let's do this. Let's do what we have done years everywhere else. Just kind of do that, right? Do that, do that. Right? Perfect. Alright, cool. Turn lane, straight. Turn lane, travel. And that'll be left like that. Now let's see just how much this is going to change everything. I swear to God, every time I add a new area, it's 5 more hours. It's 5 hours of traffic control. It's literally 5 hours of traffic control. And it's sometimes is a burden, but in order to get the traffic right, you have to, it's weird. Looks like traffic is starting to go a little bit better. Except, listen guys, we don't park on that street. That is not a parking street. Like, what do I have to say about that? Like, okay, we're going to let this go. And if we start seeing, we're going to move away from this. If we start seeing traffic back up any worse than it already is, it's flowing. It's just flowing real slow. But start seeing traffic back up worse than it already is, we will jump back like we always have. Alright, let's check and see. Traffic is still flowing good there. Just up and down, flowing the Aspen Hills Highway really well. This is really well. And traffic in this area is doing fantastic. We are going good across the board. Let's quick look at our traffic. And we have a few red spots, a bunch of red buildings. It's a very heavily frequented red building. Walmart's very heavily frequented. This is always going to be red in here because there's a lot of industrial trucks. This is red. Interesting. Don't know why that's red. It's just general traffic, I think. It's just general traffic. This is going to cause us a huge amount of problems, but again, this is all red. But our streets, for the most part, our streets are relatively, besides here in the tourism district, they are relatively good. and doing well. With the exception of this. A lot of people are trying to go here to tourism district. Which is fine. It's fine. I mean, that again, it's my average traffic flow is 69%, which is good, considering there are 59,000 people in the city right now. All right, let's do some expansion. Let's get more folks into the city. Oh, something just upgraded around here. That's what just upgraded. The football team just won another game. We are not. Why are we the alligators? We should be the Spartans. Sorry. We are the Spartans. We shouldn't be the alligators. Yeah, traffic issues. Everybody, there's always a traffic jam here trying to come out of the game. Every time. Every time. It's always a traffic problem. It normally just works itself out once people start moving and get moving. We are going to add more houses into Hamilton Heights, but we need to go ahead and work on this intersection a little. Let's go ahead and add a 2-lane highway here. Because this is going to be a bit of an ambitious project. All right. Okay, we have our bridge across. All right, now let's take a quick look. And we are going to need to fix this whole intersection. This whole intersection is going to need to be fixed. Huh, interesting. Okay, let us grab the 5-lane, which I need the 5-lane. I need the 5-lane. 5-lane? 5-lane. 5-lane. We'll give this a quick repair, or not repair, but like upgrade. Okay, so we've upgraded this, right? Let's go ahead and just hit that, and we'll do this, and we'll do delete. Alright, so we are going to do this correctly. So now, let's see. We'll do a turn lane there, right? And we will still do 2 turn lanes here. Actually, no, we won't. We will just we'll just turn lane everybody. This is going to be one of those intersections where I'm just going to have to do what I can to do what I can. If that makes any sense. Straight lane. Straight lane. Now, interesting. We are going to need to use a road for this. Let's use a road for this. We're going to anticipate. We're just going to go ahead and anticipate that this is going to become a major road through the city, right? We're going to go ahead and anticipate. And we are going to do this in return. Make that a 4-lane. And then we'll have to do lane mathing. All right. Okay. There we go. Now, we have 2 turn lanes. So turn lane, right? We are going to do one... Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to do that one there, this one there, and this one will turn that way. I think that works out. Everybody goes in there, and everybody comes in here, and then does what they can. I am sorry about the dogs yet again. Okay. We'll see how that intersection works as we start to build more people into the sound. So what we're going to do is we are going to then go back and grab our 6 lane with grass, because we already have trees. We have a lot of trees. We already have a lot of trees. We'll go here to our 2 lane. Maybe it's not that 2 lane. I actually think it's the 2 lane in the large route. Yeah, it is. That's a rip. No, it's the other one. So it is the 2 lane in the large and the... Yeah, it is. It's this one. Yep, there it is. We'll grab the 6 lane with the... oh, wait. 6 lane with decorative trees and bike lanes. Nah, we'll do this one. Alright, now, we've got a little bit of a road here, right? We want Hamilton Heights. This is all going to be Hamilton Heights. Let's take a look. We're going to be kind of extending Hamilton Heights out to encompass this area. Our next major expansion of the city. As you can see, there is a whole hell of a lot of little districts that we've made. And, yeah. We'll be expanding Hamilton Heights. But the one thing we're going to do is this road is going to be the main road for Hamilton Heights. Everybody's going to want to build in here. They're going to get in here, right? This is going to be a very popular intersection. We are going to double our standard here, and we are just going to keep going. We're going to keep building at a 90-degree arc. And we're just going to straight, all the way to the coast. Why? Well, guess what? We want to also colonize this little island. We'll put houses out on this little island. This would be really cool. I would love to live on this little island between 2 little rivers. It would be great. I think it would be great anyway. Right, we're going to also straight and keep Campbell Boulevard all the way through. Campbell Boulevard is going to go all the way, while Laurel Avenue, which we will rename to Aspen Hills Highway, because it is still Aspen Hills Highway. All the way down. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I apologize. That hurt. That was a sneeze. I apologize. Actually, let's rename this even further. We'll go ahead and do this Hamilton Heights Highway. Hamilton Heights. No, where is the capital? Hamilton. I can't see it. E-I-G-H-T-S. There we go. That's why. Alright, Hamilton Heights Highway. Hamilton Heights Highway is going to go all the way across Hamilton Heights. over into this, and eventually over into downtown core Lumina Bay. This is not downtown, by the way, just everybody FYI. Orchard Park and Aspen Hills, they're all just districts of areas. This is not downtown. We have a lot of suburbs out here, a lot of suburbia. We did a few little, just try to get the lag spike. Actually, no, that was a autosave. We did all this just to try to get more people in. Same thing with in here and over in here. But we're going to keep expanding, but a lot of suburbs are going to be out here. We're going to see a lot of high-density residential in here, some more tourism and leisure. And once again, we're going to just do... This is going to be a giant cityscape. I'm going to do this entire area one giant metropolitan. I promise you. We will do it as long as we have to do, as long as we need to make this a... I'm going to attempt to make this a 1 million person city. If I can get this to 1 million, if I can get this city to 1 million people, it'll be fantastic. All right. Let's look, because this is Cooper Avenue, right? Cooper Avenue goes all the way from Kent Square all the way through Orchard Park, over through, comes in through here. So we're going to continue Cooper Avenue, but we're going to rename it. We'll rename it to Orchard Park. Orchard Park. I think it's going to be Orchard Park Boulevard. This should be, where's the road name? Campbell Boulevard. Orchard Park Boulevard. Yeah, call this Orchard Park Boulevard. Let's make sure this road is 100% all the way through. It is. Orchard Park. P-A-R-K. P-A-R-K. B-O-U-L-E-V-A-R-D. Orchard Park Boulevard. This is Orchard Park Boulevard, right? Well, what are we going to name this one? Because this one's over here named Campbell. This goes into downtown Kent Square. So Kent Square. U-L-E-V-A-R-D. Kent Square Boulevard. So now we have Kent Square Boulevard, Orchard Park Boulevard, Aspen Hills Highway, Hamilton Heights Highway, and at some point we will have another road called Hamilton Heights Boulevard. It'll probably go this way, all the way down, throughout Hamilton Heights. So now we have the main roads of Hamilton Heights set up, right? As you can see, we are going to expand into here. It's a massively ambitious project that I'm about to undertake. That will probably cause me about 2 episodes worth of traffic problems. Genuinely. It probably will. So, we got a lot of trees out in this area. We got a lot of housing areas. We got a lot of areas we can put suburban houses, right? So let's do it. We're going to grid a lot. We have $9 million. We want more people in this city. We do. We absolutely do. So here's how this is going to work. We are just going to expand a massive amount of grid into this next area. And it's just going to be grid for miles. We want suburbia. We want suburb. We want suburb, right? Oh, first problem. We got a rock in the way. I just have to bulldoze over it. We got a rock in the way. We're just going to have to bulldoze right over it. Bulldoze. Okay, now what we've done here is we have gridded. We're not going to go any further than that. We'll keep that road. We've gridded out a huge amount. I probably can fit 5,000 people right in here. Right? 5,000 families. Or not 5,000 families, 5,000 individuals, multiple families. Right? So let's just continue the grid all the way to the sea. These people in here are really in no danger, other than ones right at the waterline of tsunamis because they're up on a hill. Really in no danger whatsoever of any tsunamis because they're up on a hill. So that's the one thing I have to take into effect now, is the fact that I did not take into any type of thought that we were going to get absolutely wrecked 2 episodes ago by a massive disaster. And, yeah, I did not take that into account. So, that's on me. That's on me, folks. That's not on anybody else but me. I neglected my disaster services, and the city paid the price, unfortunately. So now we're just gonna fill this up with people. We don't want a death wave. Hang on. Okay, sorry guys, I am back. I apologize. No one in my family understands when I say do not disturb. Boulevard. There we go. Kent Square Boulevard. Alright. Alright, because we fucked it up. Alright, so. Now we've got Hamilton Heights Highway, we've got Kent Square Boulevard, we have Orchard Park Boulevard, and we have a large amount of streets. We got Richardson, Faith, Coleridge, Murray, Evergreen, Holly, Underhill, Thompson, Scott, Dixon, Adams. We'll just go down the list of streets that we have. That should be a decent amount of stuff to contain. Now, what we do now is we want to kind of ensure that they have a way to move in between the streets. Not just like if they're going to somebody's house, right? We don't want them to have to go out and down a main highway. So what we'll do is we'll just legitimately just pump a whole lot of little connector streets across. Right, go to the second one. Boom, 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 boom. Just pumping out connector streets. So now look, everybody's connected. Everybody has connector streets. And we'll do that over here. Second one. out here a little bit, and we'll do this. There we go. Now everybody has a connector street. The ability to go in their neighborhood and stay in their neighborhood if they need to. We have two things we need to do. Hamilton Heights, I want to have something that sets Hamilton Heights apart. Orchard Park has this commercial area, right? Orchard Park also has an industrial complex. Kent Square has a fishing complex and a cemetery. Aspen Hills has a park, a business district, a tourism district, and then it has a Oak Ridge Estates, which is a ginormous, kind of like gated community, in air quotes, right? Well, also has an industrial complex and also a little bit hosts the Lumina Bay Commercial Airport. We want Hamilton Heights to have a bit of more, I don't know, interest to it. Hamilton Heights currently hosts Amity Farming Complex, the University of Lumina Bay, or University of South Alabama at Lumina Bay, and the Emergency Response Complex, right? But we're going to want something that brings more tourism. We always want more tourists. You can make money off of tourism, right? So here's how we do this. I have something called the Grand Mall. Actually, no, Grand Mall is going to go in downtown, like in this area. We're going to put a mall out here. It's like a Mall of Wonders is the one we're going to put out there. We're going to put a mall, a big like a big mall. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a big enough mall where like teenagers can go and stuff like that. Hamilton Heights needs a few things though. Hamilton Heights, just like Orchard Park, Aspen Hills, Orchard Park and Aspen Hills needs a school. Needs a high school and an elementary school. It needs it. It needs it. 100% needs it. Right? So, I'm going to get that down. Now, one thing also I haven't done, and I'm realizing that I haven't done this until just now. Aspen Hills, over in this general area, does not have a school. It does not have a school, so we're going to put one of these little elementary schools, right? Actually, we'll put a higher capacity. We'll put a higher capacity elementary school out here in Aspen Hills. We're going to do that over here. We'll do this. We'll do that right here. Higher capacity elementary school. Perfect. Perfect. We got 800 people. I bet there's 800 people in this area, right? We want a higher capacity high school, right? We are not going to do any universities because we are planning on building actual universities. So we want a higher capacity high school. We will literally just shove it. No, we can't. We can't just shove it. No, we generally can't shove it. All right. We will find a place to put it. I think I found a place to put it. I think I'm going to put it like right in here somewhere. Like, I don't know where I'm going to put it. You know what? Place it right there. Perfect. We got a high school, high capacity, capability of 2,400 students. This is a capability of 800 children. We have enough capacity for this entire area, and everybody's going to be happy. Let's go back. We are going to want to put a actual high school complex, like we have here. Orchard Park High School and Aspen Hills High School. And Aspen Hills Elementary, right? We want the complex. So, that's fine. I want to do that, right? We're going to need to do that, but that's kind of like secondary. If you think for a second, it's kind of secondary because I want to put more people. I need more people. We need more people. More people into the city equals money. More people into the city equals money. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bypass... We're going to still grid, but we need to bypass that little spot because two things. Right? There is a giant tunnel there, which is going to piss people off. Right? It's going to get loud. People are going to start coming in here. This is a tunnel directly to the interstate. Over here. Leads over here. It's going to be loud. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a lot of people moving in and out of areas, trying to get places, right? We have some supermarkets out of the shopping mall DLC. We'll take that. There, right? And we'll just keep this grid a-gridding. We'll just keep this grid a-gridding, boys. There we go. Now, we got some grid going. Now, let's continue with more grid. You gotta spend money to make money, right? Don't worry, folks. We'll get our money back in time. But we have to spend money to make money. What? What is this? No. Jesus. What are you doing? There we go. All right. Now we got a little bit of a problem here. We've got a little bridge here, which serves as like a natural break. Adding some more little... We can keep more forest in between some stuff. Separate neighborhoods. Really good. So we will just continue with the grid over here. And we're just going to continue. And we're going to do a little water feature. I think I'll do a water feature right here. Do a little water feature. Now, we're running out of room. You know what? That's a good idea. Here's a little neighborhood over here. Why would we get more people in? Well, we want an open area for our schools. Right? So, we are going to do the exact same thing that we did here. And that is just every couple of blocks, just put a little way for people to... And you know what we'll do the last one right here? Oops. Way for people to move around their own little neighborhoods. Right? I'm fully aware that this is a little gross. Okay, now look. Now you can see where our streets are going to end up, and you know, they're barren right now, but you'll see when people start moving in, this will start looking real good, right? And if you look, let's just take a second, because somebody did bring it up, that the city looks really good. I think the city looks really good. It looks really good. I do. I think it does. We got a little broken up like lights and stuff in here, but I will try to find a mod that actually allows me to change the color of the lighting. It seems like all is well within this area once again, and we still got a problem here, but that's because people are trying to get, I guess, this may have been a mistake. This may have been a mistake, but we'll continue. All right, and we have the bridge to Hamilton Heights. One thing I forgot to do: remove it, replace it. It adds the new lights. So now it adds the new lights. All right, we're gonna want a time traffic light right here. A time traffic light right here. And that's that. All right. Let's begin with a little bit of houses. Let's begin. Let's start the process of putting together more housing complex. Let's just do this. Just make it easier on ourselves and just mass dump. There we go. Now, you're probably wondering why it's so high. Well, because we cut in a ferry stop, which it adds character. I think it adds a little bit of character. It does. It adds a little bit of character, in my opinion. Problem here. First, starting to have a little bit of problems. We'll make these sloped. These roads need to be a little sloped. That way there's no real weirdness. Looks like these are all kind of good. A lot of these are good. We should be golden here. Right. All right. Now we're going to need water out to all these little areas. So let's just kind of drop a water pipe. And we just added in more people. So we're probably going to overtax our traffic system a little bit, which is understanded with adding a crap ton more houses. This area that's also how you stop traffic, is you don't add in a crap ton of houses all at once. What we're doing is we're adding in the road infrastructure for a crap ton of houses. We're going to attempt to stop not only a massive death wave from hitting the city all at once, and you will understand that if you play the game, where your healthcare is literally absolutely bombarded with requests for corner van or hearses because people die all at once, and it looks like you're going through a fucking pandemic. It's crazy, and it can cause a huge problem. Your city will abandon itself if traffic, you only have a certain amount of time to go pick up the dead bodies. Let's go ahead and grab... Let us, while we're waiting, let's do this. Alright, let's just grab that and we'll just literally peak efficiency drop everything. Alright, and Hamilton Heights is extending. What we're going to do, and while we're thinking about it, because we have to think about it now, we need to extend Hamilton Heights. We don't want houses that are not mid-century modern. I like the look of the mid-century modern houses. And we're just going to do this. Now we're going to need to be a little careful right here at the edges, so we'll spin. We can always replace, but we'll need to be a little careful right here at the edges of Hamilton Heights because the Lumina Bay Emergency Response Complex is its own district. There we go. Now, Hamilton Heights, in of itself, is over here now, which is good. It extends all the way out right there to the end of Orchard Park, which envelops this entire area, Kent Square, Hamilton Heights. So we are going better with our situation. All right, let's go ahead and start the process. All right, let's just see how many people fill in to our area. And as you can see, apparently somebody died at the parking lots. Someone died at the parking lots, and someone has died at the football stadium. I find that funny. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We didn't. Don't want you doing that because there's a reason. Alright. We're going to let houses kind of fund their way in. And as they bring their way into the city, more and more will you notice that people start showing up. Whether or not they show up on this road, which these people over here are probably going to show up through this road, right? Hopefully they're going to come in and cut through and go through the tunnel and come over here. Hopefully. Hopefully that's the easiest route. Hopefully. And people are actually starting to go this way, so that's good. Real quick, let's do this real fast. All right. There we go. Now we'll start to see a good amount of individuals. What are you guys doing here? Everybody's just doing stupid things, huh? No, no. There we go. Don't clutter up my intersection just because you want to do weird shit. And look, more people are filling in. It's going to be slow. We're going to need, we're going to have slow people, and you are getting banned there, good amigo. Welcome to becoming banned. That is how you get banned. Do not click on the link that has been sent in the chat. I say this every time. But depleted clicks, you are going to be banned. Have a good one. Okay. I don't like people botting. I really don't. I don't care if you are a bot and you just get posted in there and then leave. I don't give a shit. Don't do that. People are starting to use this. Let's watch and see if traffic becomes another issue. But and people are starting to use this thing religiously, I think, which makes me happy. Still having problems with traffic in here. because, man, you guys, come on. Come on. What is the major malfunction here, guys? That's why. And now everybody's going to move out. This is also another reason you guys need to... Hang on. No, you don't turn there. You don't. You don't turn there. No, no, no. That's part of the problem. Okay. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe that's a part of the solution. I don't know. Let's see about my road here. People are using it. Trucks are using it. That's good. That's good. All the vehicles using that tunnel. And we do have some cars using the Hamilton Heights Highway. Wow, a lot of people using the Hamilton Heights Highway. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we got cars moving here, trucks moving here at least. And boats are moving. Seems like we're doing relatively well. Let's check on the tourism district, and it is still doing good. Albeit a little slower moving traffic, but still doing good. Good. I like it. All right, let's keep going. So we are going houses aplenty here in this area, but we're trying to also keep an eye on this area, as more houses in that area means more traffic right here, because it's where this tunnel comes out. And if I'm being honest, it looks like a lot of people are using that tunnel. Not a lot, but most people are using the tunnel. Let's look at our traffic so we can see underground traffic. As you can see, this tunnel entrance here is connected to the Amity Farming Complex. The industrial complex is just as a relief. It's connected here into the this area, and it's connected here into the college, right? So, as far as it looks right now, we're doing pretty good. Traffic is doing well. Traffic's doing good. Traffic's still doing good. There's a lot of traffic here, but it's because it's downtown Aspen Hills. You know, it's Aspen Hills proper. This is an area that's just really highly frequented. There's nothing I can really do about it. Genuinely, there's nothing I can really do about it. This is Aspen Hills, the tourism district. Once I buy this out edge, I may be able to add some relief. Excuse me, I may be able to add some relief into the Aspen Hills tourism district, but still, for now, Aspen Hills is going to have to deal with the large amount of traffic here in the tourism district. we can actually do. There is something we can do here. There is something we can do here, ladies and gentlemen. We can do this. This is something we can do. Okay. So, those of you wanting to go into this road, right? Okay, we're going to add this third lane. Now, this third lane is going to lead into the 2 turning lanes. So, you're going to see a lot of people. So, you got the 2 turning lanes that go that way into the tourism district. You see a lot of people build themselves into the tourism district. Let's see how much this affects it. Let's see if this affects it. And they're not. It's not affecting it because they're only using one. That's the problem with the AI. Is they're only using one lane. No matter how hard you try, you cannot convince the AI to use anything other than the one lane. Ugh, Lordy. Let's see what we can't do to solve this problem here. Let's just see if that'll work. And just like that, it's starting to work a little bit better. Let's do this. It's going to kind of be odd, but we'll do a yield there to ensure that people yield to the higher traffic. As you can see, there's a lot more traffic coming out of the other side of the cities than it is, and that is beginning to become good. But look at what we have developing here. A traffic jam in the middle of cars just doing stupid things. You know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to do this. Alright. Alright, here's how this is going to be solved, too, by the way. You all are going to go that way. This lane goes that way, right? Well, this lane goes this way. Well, the only ways you guys are going to go. So anybody who wants to go those ways can go those ways, right? Let's see just how much this changes the dynamic of the entire situation. See how this changes the dynamic of this entire area here. Let's upgrade this road to a 2-lane, right? So we'll do 2 lanes. Reason behind that is you want to keep traffic flowing, right? You will choose your all's lanes when you enter. Now, here is the problem. Herein lies another problem. Everybody's trying to go in there to do giant circles, and you don't. I don't understand why. Watch that blue car, and he just turns right back out. What the fuck? You guys are going to stay in your damn lanes. I'm tired of... You're going to pick your lanes here. You're going to pick your lanes. Let's go ahead and do that. The AI that are confused. We will upgrade. We'll do the upgrade here. Stop. Okay. Do the upgrade here, right? So, right. Boop. 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 Alright. Now, if you want to go into the area there, right, you can. Absolutely. Let's see how that works out. Hey, we gained 517 students into the university. We are almost at the 2,000 required to get the university reset as prestigious. And now look, we're starting to solve the problem again. I mean, come on. Come on, man. This is... It's stupid. Sometimes it's just stupid. I don't know. AI are stupid, so you have to do stupid things in order to counter the AI stupidity. Alright. And look, we have actually begun a better ability there, right? So now, let's look over here, and the houses have flowed in. They have flowed in. They are here to stay over here in Hamilton Heights. Look at this. We have built up our first neighborhood into Hamilton Heights before this one. This was our only neighborhood in Hamilton Heights there for a while. Not anymore. We have a new one. We have a new one, and it is growing. We're going to need a fire station over here. We'll need a fire station, so let's put a fire station. Let's put that one right there. Fire station right there. Perfect. Because we can do a pumper. And look at that. Look at a fire station perfectly. Okay. Let's see. We have an evacuation there. We have 40,000 worth of evacuation here. We need an evacuation over here. We need somewhere for people to evacuate quickly. Right? Let's I'll say I would think that we don't need a big one. We don't need a big one. So what we're gonna do is we'll put a small. We'll put two small ones, and then a small one there. We're gonna need a way to distribute the. No, we don't. It is a really. You know what? We'll put one here anyway. There we go. Now everyone can see and hear radio warnings without problem. Look, we're gaining money. Now we're losing money again. That's okay. We have enough little evacuations or enough places to evacuate to over here. This one serves this little neighborhood. These two serve this neighborhood. And each neighborhood will have a small one, and it'll actually allow for quicker evacuation. The teams just won again. As you can see, the wave of happiness is spreading out. One of the teams just won again. And I think it was the football. It was the football team. The football team. It's funny. We're not seeing too much traffic being problematic here. We're really not. We're really not. And I will go ahead and add that because this will take and high priority every one of these streets, which works out in my favor. No, we're not really caused any undue traffic by the Hamilton Heights additions, which is good. Aspen Hills stays pretty decent. I like it. I like it a lot. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 28 minutes, by the way, everybody. Just a quick update on that. We're doing pretty good. I think the city looks amazing. The underground is a little messy, but I'll show you real fast what the underground looks like. All the little black lines are underground tunnels, either metros, walking paths, roads, or whatnot. And it's a little messy underground, and this is still a problem, but it'll always be a problem. A little messy underneath the ground, so to speak, but as far as the above ground that people can see, I think it looks pretty good. We have a fire in the residential area of Aspen Hills, the high residences, and it's already been taken care of by the fire department. Oh well, never mind. It's not. They're sending a helicopter over because tree fire. Hey, here we go. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, Hamilton Heights. It's not growing as much as I wanted it to, but we're getting there. We're gonna add a little bit of. We're adding a little office space into this area here. I thought about what I wanted to do in here and to assist the economy of the city. And I could have done a parking lot. Instead, what I'm going to do is some offices. Just on like an office cluster, a huge office cluster. Let's go ahead and ensure that we cannot build there. We don't want to build there. And we don't want to build here either. We want to make sure our office space is confined to there and right here. And just like that, we should be able to draw in more people to the city with a little bit more office space, because office takes up industrial. Office takes up industrial demand. You just need to have high capacity, or not high capacity, highly educated individuals for your industrial or for the office space. And since we have that with the university, office space is really good to have. We're going to put some more office space. We'll just put that right here on the edge of the... Put that on the edge of the Lumina Bay response complex. As you can see, buildings are just upgrading steadily here. We're just getting our upgrades in, so to speak. And we're not gonna turn parking off on this area. This is a very small, non-consequential area that we're not gonna turn parking off. People can park on the street and do what they can, and people will do what they need. It's relatively simple. Let's make that again. Let's do that, so that way every street has its own understanding that that's a high priority road. And we'll just let parking park. We gave some extra parking out, put some extra parking nodes in, and that's that. We will live and let live. And we can if we felt like it, but we are waiting on more students. We need 1,800 students. We have 1,600 students currently. The minute that we bust up into the 1,800 students, we will upgrade our school. Currently, I want to upgrade the school because we get the last school, which is the last university campus type, which is School of Science. We currently have the School of Medicine and the School of Law. We have the School of Law, School of Law, School of Medicine. Connected to the School of Law, we have a couple of different buildings. Nothing too fancy. We might try to do some sort of like courthouse or something for that. But connected to the School of Medicine, we have a children's hospital. A collegiate that I downloaded. It fits with the college, and it's pretty good. I like it. It looks great, and I think I've done relatively well here to fit this in. We got some medical office space right here too. Really good, and it has its own parking. We have a law school. We'll have a science school. That is probably where we will devote our resources for the science center. Is in the collegiate, the science area. A top-notch scientist from all over the world work in to find what the world we live in, the latest discoveries presented on visitors to exhibitions. So, yeah. Oh, there's a fire. Oh boy, that's a big fire. Oh no, y'all need to put that out. I don't need that burning down. Look at you. Testament to how good the fire service here is in the city. Right there. And look, the office space is coming along. We are starting to see bigger and better buildings putting in right here. And it is working beautifully. We got a lot of foot traffic, a lot of traffic to our ferries. A lot of traffic to this ferry. Oh my goodness. People are just coming in droves to this ferry. Jesus. Must have been a fire over there. What about this ferry? Yep, people are coming in droves. Well, not as much as the other one, but anyway. We currently have a ferry set up there and everything else. Alright, let's check the progress of houses, and we have just about filled them. We've just about filled up all the houses here, folks. Which is good. Which is 100% what we want. So, now that we've had filled up the houses, we're going to start to see these houses filling in. as time goes by. But unfortunately, we need to make more office space, which we can do. We can most definitely do that. But where is the question? Where might we put more office space? We need more office space. We need office space in an area that can provide it with the current constraints of, well, that's just it. The current constraints of not having traffic issues. The IT cluster has a lot of office space. It's providing a lot of office space, and it's providing us with goods. Aspen Hills. We could do it over here on the other end of Aspen Hills. Probably. Up on the hill right here off of Aspen Hills Highway. Well, you know what? Let us do that. That's a good idea. Aspen Hills can use another solid... What's with the road here? Hang on. Aspen Hills could use another solid... Aspen Hills could use another solid set of situationaries here. Okay. Let's create new stuff. We want offices, so we'll go ahead and add in another road here. We'll just add in a side road. That apparently is going to become a major tunnel. That, you know what? I kind of like that. No, we don't want it up, though. We want it on the look. There we go. Huh? Okay, listen here, you. Listen here, you. I need you to quit. I need you to quit doing this. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. There we go. Ah, I see why it wanted to build underground. It's a very steep area. Okay, well, we can solve this problem. Ah, that's a very steep area. Oh my goodness. Alright, we can solve this problem with a little bit of TLC here. Oop, okay, appreciate you very much for the... Wait, did that say what I think it just said? It did! Pause! 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 We are at our... We will lose the campus reputation. We need attractiveness. And we are about to do that. We will work on the IT or this another time. I promise you we will. Okay? We are going to do the School of Science over here in the campus area. We are going to do the School of Science, and we are going to do it now. So, what we're doing, we used the tree roads. We were supposed to. I don't know why these are regular roads. These need to be upgraded. Why these are regular, I have no idea. Okay. We use the tree roads here in the great campus. We're going to go ahead and do this. Okay. First things first, university. Not liberal arts, university. Hallelujah, we have the School of Science, and it is huge. It is a massive school. Oh my goodness. That is wild. That is real wild. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Go ahead and put the School of Science there. We'll see how big that is. Jesus. That is massive. I like it. I'm so happy. I've been waiting. You have no idea how long I have been waiting for this school to appear in my the message to appear. You've unlocked the School of Science. And at first, I didn't read it. I was like, oh, I just see another one. Oh, wait a minute. That was crazy. Okay, welcome to the School of Science, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check the policy information. We've already, just by installing the School of Science, we have already increased the the 1800 necessary attractiveness to maintain the level. Sorry about that, everybody. I just touched my mic. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going with more stuff. We unlocked the Media Lab, I believe. Yeah, I think we unlocked the Media Lab. So the Media Lab is a support to the School of Science. We're going to put the Media Lab here. The Media Lab is a support to the School of Science. We're going to go ahead and do more dormitories, wherever they may be. Dormitory. Alright. Oop. Well, you know what? That actually fits. That does. It actually does fit. Let's move it a little bit. But you know what? We're going to leave it like that. There we go. Check that out. Seamless. Seamless. A seamless transition there. Ladies and gentlemen, seamless. Alright. We're going to leave that like that. We'll leave that just like that. That'll work. That'll work out. Okay. Let's do this. We need to ensure that we have a dedicated study hall for the University of Science to participate in. Booyah, right? Absolutely. We need the dedicated University of Science study hall. So every school, so there's the study hall for the law. There is the study hall for the medical, and here's the study hall for the School of Science. Let's start doing other things here. We need we have a gymnasium already. We need a cafeteria over here. We need a cafeteria. Cafeterias are much needed in that regard. Let's move this over a bit to properly move that a little. We'll replace it so we don't catch. There we go. There we go. We got a cafeteria now. Cafeteria is good. We have that in. Library. We need laboratories. School of Science requires laboratories. There we go. School of Science gets laboratories. Right? Now, what else do we need? Bookstore. We don't need a bookstore. We already have one. Media Lab we have. Chess Club. We'll put that down a little later. Math Club. We'll put that down a little later. Cafeteria. Gymnasium. We're going to just put a bunch of dormitories in. Every dormitory you put, you gain a little bit more. So every dormitory you put into the city or into the every dormitory you put into the university, you get more out of it. You get more student capacity. We want our university to be 100%. Oh, of course. Sorry. Appreciate you being here, Jaden. Have a good one. Thank you for watching for all this time. It's been 2 hours. I appreciate you. 100%. I do appreciate you. All right. Now, we want to install... I think we're going to actually keep the Center of Science away. We're going to install some office space in here. Because, why wouldn't we? This this is the science area after all, right? So, install some office space, get some offices in here, get some people to have little jobs on their time to do things, right? We'll do a small section of college campus housing. There actually is, I believe, college campus a college campus housing theme. I need to do this, grab the fences, and drag a fence. That way we can, there we go. Just cut out the middleman on there. But I believe I have to do a university, Hamilton Heights. Like, I have to take Hamilton Heights and split it. I don't want to do that. You know what I'll do, though? Hamilton Heights, university person living, right? Like, living area. We'll do that. We'll just test it. And if it doesn't work, we'll just reform the... University housing, right? Default style, right? Nope. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought there was a college style. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and just re-add the... We'll just cut out this then. I didn't know that there wasn't a... That's fine. We'll just keep a little set of houses here, though, and... This will be university housing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we, I believe, need to drop some water piping. After that, I think the School of Science is absolutely, positively, 100% ready to be used. And look at that, just like that, we are suddenly gaining more students. We have 16 academic works. It's a whole, like, oh my goodness, I'm glad we are finally reaching out into the endeavors of finally having a maxed out, finally 100% having a maxed out school. %, having a maxed out school? Hell yeah. Make sure all of our areas that we had concrete in didn't just get a tree. And they did. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen. The School of Science has been completed, and the university is once again on the map. Let's understand that this was supposed to be a giveaway, but yeah. There we go. Everybody's giving way now. Everybody's making their way. We are doing good and doing fantastic. We have another office building being built here. We have one here. Let's check the office buildings that we dropped over here. They're doing well. Let's see. Level 3, level 2. I mean, level 3 right off the bat. Like, these things are already level 3s. Hell yeah. Good on them. Good on them. Good job, guys. You're doing the Lord's work. Alright, we're doing really well for our city. Our city is doing really, really well right now. I'm so happy. The amount of traffic in the area over here is killing me. Oh, we got something going on over here. Death Wave. What are you guys? Not enough customers. Really? Not enough customers? Eh? Well, okay. We can solve that problem, bus. I probably should have done this the earlier when I first created the line or the area. All right. We now have a bus route that goes through the Aspen Hills Tourism District and the housing district right here. We also need a bus route that goes into the IT cluster. We are going to need that. That is of course 100% required. All right. The last two lines we did was bus line 16 and bus line 15. Bus line 15, tourism district. So Aspen Hills tourism line. Perfect. We're going to make this a biofuel bus, just like we always do. Biofuel. Every bus is biofuel. And what did we color in Orchard Park's commercial? We'll do it as a blue, so we'll keep it blue. Okay, last but not least, bus line number 16 is an office one. Aspen Hills IT cluster line. This one we'll go ahead and drop down, but we'll just make it this color because it's a office line color. Oops, my fault. Drop it down a little. Office line color. There we go. We have a cool little line there that goes into a office area. All right, let's go ahead and do that. You guys are running out of customers. I know you're running out of customers. I'm sorry. We're going to get you guys some customers. There's a bus line. You guys will be happy in just a minute. Trust me. Y'all will be happy. Trust me. So, let's go back to this bus line here, right? So, check this out. Now, all the buses are lining up and doing what they can to get to where they need to be. But People are starting to run out of customers here, and it means they're going to start to their buildings once they have customers. That's unfortunate, but it is how it is. They just need the customers, and they don't have them. We will build, I think, the hospital, Aspen Hills Hospital, somewhere. I'm thinking it's going to be over here. I think I'm going to Aspen Hills Hospital over here. I think I need to add more housing over here just to, you know, do the tourism district. Oh, another dead building. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, there, dead building. Appreciate the use of your parking lot for a while. The police station has a dead body. Oh, hello, Mike. Sorry, I've been it's very fun, Mike. This game is very fun. And believe it or not, it's very micromanaging. If you love to micromanage, you will love this game. Genuinely. If you love to micromanage, you would love this game. You got to micromanage everything. Got some dead bodies piling up, trash piling it up. Alright, we're going to come back over here and we're going to check our office space in here. You know what we're going to do? What office? Financial, wall-to-wall, or regular? I already have an IT cluster. I don't need IT. Wall-to-wall offices, more fire. Financial district. No, we don't have a financial district yet, so we're just going to leave these as offices. It's wild. Yeah, no, I would understand that. Yeah, managing a 5M server, yeah, I can understand preferring to do that. It's a lot of moving parts. You got to make sure everybody's going good. For some reason, all the trucks are backing up into here. You know how it goes. Okay, this was a mistake, and we're going to fix that mistake. There we go, we fixed our mistake. Putting a train tunnel in there or a train station there was just a mistake. It was a mistake. We figured it would be easier to sell product, but they just refused. they just AI refused to do smart things. Yeah, it'll cause more traffic on the truck end of this situation, but it'll cause more in the long run. It'll cause more truck traffic on that highway, but yeah, that's just it's no brainer. Gotta fix the problem there. All right, let's. That sure is a lot of truck traffic. That 100% is a lot of truck traffic for the. Let's find a highway real fast. Let's see what we can't do to solve the truck traffic issue. Page down. Okay. I can see what we can do here. Okay, hold on. Real quick, just hit a quick little side turn, right? Sidebar. And then we'll drop down a little. Okay, now let's do this. Let's go ahead and close off this route to trucks. And we'll just see. Okay. Close off this route to trucks and see if they take the trucks to the better route, or do they just take the trucks to this route? Well, guess what? We're closing this route too. Trucks want to take these routes, they got to go through the truck route. And look, they're already taking it, and they're doing it good. And it is solving some of our truck problems on this route, is having a little truck route, a roundabout truck route. Now, it is causing some slight issues. But we're going to start seeing more trucks use this route to get out. That would be why I saw a regular ass bus. We need a biofuel bus. And just like that, the truck routing is getting better. And we have actually cut down on some traffic. Having truck routes is still a good idea. Where we need an incinerator for...
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk of an imminent forest fire in the area. Residents are advised to avoid forested areas. A forest fire is raging in the area.
Where's the forest fire?
And tree houses immediately.
Oh, that'll easily be taken care of. I'm already sure there's helicopters on the way. There is, yeah. The Disaster Response Agency is on its way, I promise you. They are well funded, and they will be there in a short amount of time. The fire department will take care of the house fires. But we may end up losing a portion of this forest here. Which is fine. There is a fire tower here, so that should be seeing it. 100% should be seeing the fire. So we'll see when the helicopters arrive, and just like that, they're already there. Very little just got affected. And because it gave us the warning of the forest fire, this just reset our disaster clock. So that's good. That means we have another random disaster coming, but in a long period of time away. The only problem I'm seeing is the fire is slowly encroaching on the power station
in the area.
in Aspen Hills downtown.
Campsites and tree houses immediately.
The helicopters are putting their best effort into stopping the fire, and they have. Really, they genuinely have. There are some small fires, but I'm sure with 2 more helicopters, I think they're going to mop that up easily. And like I said, it's completely mopped up. There's no more forest fire, and I didn't even have to evacuate. It's fantastic. Got a lot of dead people. Got a death wave going on over here, but that's to be expected with this situation. Why did everybody just... Why did everybody just die out? What just... What just did a 0 to... There's a death wave happening. again. Just gonna have to deal with the coroner's vans are on the way. I can see them going in and trying to remove dead bodies. There's something that you have to deal with. Trying to deal with stuff like that. Another means a generation has come through. And I'll be honest, doing really good. Good job, guys. I'll put a dead guy pickup in this fucking place if you guys don't want to need it. I'm gonna flip shit. Alright. A luxury hearse just because, you know. So solve the death problem in this area, and then the death problem will solve out there. Oh, I see part of the issue. That would be part of the issue on why this guy hasn't been picked up and this street hasn't been picked up at all. Because there was no There we go. We're going to start picking people up now. The streets are working again. And look, we have pretty much solved the traffic issue with that one little traffic or truck route there. There's a slight traffic backup with these giant trucks. But nothing too stupid. Alright. That's all that matters. We had the School of Science. We got one upgrade one time. We got it, so. Trash has been picked up. We're waiting on the dead body to be picked up out of the police station. And then, yeah, once that gets picked up, we'll be on our own. We have been going for a 3-hour stream. It is 1 o'clock, 1:04 p.m. We are in desperate need of more office space because we're going to need more people. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and manage this real fast. Let's close that off. Grab the tool to use for that. And then we'll just do that, right? Now, it makes you wonder what I'm going to do with it. Well, that's perfectly okay. Good on you for wondering. We are going to create a office space in here. Let's grab the Move It mod. Control H, move that to there. Grab the Move It mod, Control H, move that to there. Now it's flat. We're going to put some office space up in here in Aspen Hills. We're kind of going with the theme of the side of the mountain. Got the road built into the mountain here, but we got, you know. So we're going to remove trees for now. Remove the trees in this area for now. We will replace them. There we go. We've got this, which I think looks really cool. It's going to be kind of neat to see. Let's go ahead and do the classic, make sure everything's straight bit. I think that's really cool. That's going to be really cool look to see cars go in and out of the tunnel right there. Into the IT cluster, or into the office cluster. Alright, let's start doing roads. Let's start doing roads. So, one thing I'm thinking about doing is I don't know. We'll check and see if we can manage to do it. But one thing it is definitely going to happen. We're going to grid as much as humanly possible in order to maintain a fair amount of office space. Let's grid that point right there. We'll do this point to that point right there. Perfect. Now let's just grid off of that for a while, which works out, and then we'll grid off of that one to there, which works out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a fence. We're not going to take off fence, we're going to take a fence. And we're going to build a fence there. We're also going to build a fence right here, so that way it cuts down on the ability to spawn buildings on that side of the hill. Why are we doing that? Well, it's because we don't want buildings on that side of the hill. Take a fence there too. And we'll do a fence here as well. Perfect. Now, last but certainly not least, grab the freeform tool. And there we are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, watch before your eyes as I will be placing down a shit ton of office space. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here it goes. Aspen Hills will have a large area for office space and provide highly educated people with work. And it will cut down on my industry needs. So my industrial needs right now are pretty high. I need work for people to do. People need to work. Industrial work. Right? Well, no. I don't have the industry needs. Right? Because I have not yet expanded into ore or forestry yet. We will be in time. But for now, we're going to do office space. Connect this up to this way. Alright. And we're starting to see offices fill in. We'll wait because they're going to catch, at some point, they'll catch the power grid. Maybe they'll catch the power grid? And just like that, the office spaces are being built up in Aspen Hills, right on the edge of the mountain, of the hillside. And we've got a fire. Fire department isn't on scene yet, which means it's going to spread. Oh, there's the fire department. There's a fire truck going to that house fire. We should have one more coming. There it is. It was caught up in traffic. There we go. They're doing their work. But oh my goodness, we got a little bit of a fire here, folks. And that's usually what happens when you have a house that catches on fire by a tree. Oh man, that's going to be a hell of an area right here. It's going to be a good area. We will go ahead and delete it. And you know what? Just go ahead and drop that off. We'll go ahead and drop that one off. Cool. Cool. We got a lot of office space going in here now. Loving it a lot. A lot of new people can start moving in and moving into the area and start moving into their job. Don't know why they're not moving into Hamilton Heights out here yet. It's been fully watered and everything, waiting for someone's arrival. Yes, I hope it is a absolute. I am at my house today, so I'm hoping it is, and it is Friday too. So I'm hoping it is a massive patrol tonight. We should have a lot of people on. Yes, the one place I want to make sure Go away. Go away. No one needs you. No one needs your trees. No one needs your trees. And we are gaining more people, which it makes better sense, right? Well, we're going to put a time traffic light right there. All right. It is a 3 hour and 30 minute, almost 3 hour 30. Oh, look. One of the sports teams just won again. It would be the football team just won. The football team just won again, and the baseball team's playing right now. Or will be playing soon. Nope, the baseball team just won. That's why they weren't on the field. The baseball team just won as well. Look at all the people walking across the little bridge heading down to the ferry stop. 71 passengers at this point, which means there's 71 people moving in and out of this little spot right now, which is working for me. I enjoy seeing it. Also, you got a lot of people moving in cars wise, but other than that, how long until the patrol? So 4 o'clock my time, and right now it's 1:15, so 2:15, 3:15, 2 hours and 2 hours 45 minutes. So 2 hours and 45 minutes from now, there will be a patrol for SAF. I will be streaming 100%. Barring any stupid complications, I will be streaming 100%. Hey, we're starting to get big buildings in here. We got a petrochemical, I think. Yeah, oil complex. Which is funny because Hillside Petrochemicals over here. But we're actually doing really well for our traffic. Our truck route is really helping us on both the tourism district and the regular district. The truck routes are helping us. I am going to go ahead and say, you guys, you know what, I can't say that because you guys, It just has to work that way. That's fine. We are starting to get a larger amount of office buildings happening up in here, which I appreciate. I like seeing the office buildings. I like seeing the kind of like clusters of buildings where they're at, you know. Versus, there is a death wave. There is somebody missing some water currently. And rightfully so, the people here on the university housing area that we created are missing some water. So. Ah, okay, yeah, no, of course, yeah. Take your time, hang out with us. If you can make it, you know. If you can't make it, I completely understand. Everybody's got other things they gotta do. A funeral roleplay. That's kind of neat. We don't do those anymore. Those are reserved for if, like, actually people in the server die. What? What is this? What is this? What happened here? What happened here? What the hell? What the hell, homie? What is this? Whoa, I just noticed this. I was like, what the fuck's... Custom. No, what in the hell? Wow, that's... No, that's not traffic. That is, custom roads doing custom road things. That sucks. So I'm gonna have to delete these roads too. Let's see if I can fix that without impacting. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, that fixed the problem, sort of. We've got the give way because... Yeah, wait, give way? Why did you fuck up? Like, what fucked you up? This was not supposed to be this messed up. That would explain why nobody wants going to the school. That would explain that. Alright, let's see if that fixes the problem. There you go. Everybody should be getting fixed now. Problems should be getting solved. Let's... Also, this whole road got screwed. Was this left over from the disaster that we just didn't end up clearing? When the disaster hit, I don't know if I cleared the road caching here. Interesting. I don't know if I carried the road fixed the road issue. Like when all your shit's wiped away and you have to fix it all. All right, we getting a little traffic here in this area, but that was because of this will work itself out as more and more becomes a. This will just work itself out. This will literally just work itself out. And if it doesn't, we'll get a little notification. They're like, too much traffic in my neighborhood. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. We're doing fine otherwise. We've got a little traffic in the Lumina Bay Commercial Airport, but that's because it is currently serving a shit ton of planes. So that works out in the favor. All right. All right, we are going on 3 hours and 30 minutes. So for the last 2 minutes, it is 3 hours 27 minutes. For the last few minutes of this stream, I'm going to go into free cam mode, and I'm going to just quick rundown of the way the things look right now. Let's give a quick pause real fast before the sun goes down any further. We'll pause time. All right, so look at the city right now, just from atmosphere. You know, it's pretty good, pretty decent. You can see that we've started building there. You got our office space there, the office space here. There is what we've built today. We've put in a lot of roads over here, and we built more houses. We're going to expand that way. We are going to expand. We're going to expand more houses that way as well. And sooner rather than later, we will be doing the downtown core. But I want to get this area completed first, so that way I can focus on the downtown and build a legitimate downtown. Other than that, yeah, Lumina Bay is coming along and becoming a major city. It's already a major city. We did, in fact, unlock and place the School of Science. So that's good. We have a whole situation going on here with our office space. Another whole ass situation over here with our office space. We have a police station and a fire station in there now, and we are doing well for ourselves. We put some houses, and these are all becoming level 3s now. A lot of these are still level 2s, but these big ones are level 3s. The tourism section is already making dividends to our pay. We recently had, we looked right before, we were actually gaining money, I think. So we made the best. We have an expo center, places for people to go to have their comic conventions and their like game cons and stuff like that, and gun shows. Yeah, that is it for the city. And right on cue of 29 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and end the stream. You guys have a good one. And we will see you guys next week for episode number 14 of Lumina Bay.